The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wiser people so full of doubts. The fact that an opinion has been widely held is no evidence whatever that it is not utterly absurd. I would never die for my beliefs because I might be wrong. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. War does not determine who is right, only who is left. The time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. The fundamental cause of the trouble is that in the modern world the stupid are cocksure while the intelligent are full of doubt. Men are born ignorant, not stupid. They are made stupid by education. The world is full of magical things patiently waiting for our wits to grow sharper. To fear love is to fear life, and those who fear life are already 3 parts dead. Science is what you know, philosophy is what you don't know. To be without some of the things you want is an indispensable part of happiness. One of the symptoms of an approaching nervous breakdown is the belief that one's work is terribly important. Life is nothing but a competition to be the criminal rather than the victim. A happy life must be to a great extent a quiet life, for it is only in an atmosphere of quiet that true joy dare live. The only thing that will redeem mankind is cooperation. The pleasure of work is open to anyone who can develop some specialized skill, provided that he can get satisfaction from the exercise of his skill without demanding universal applause. It has been said that man is a rational animal. All my life I have been searching for evidence which could support this. Fear is the main source of superstition, and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. Mathematics may be defined as the subject in which we never know what we are talking about, nor whether what we are saying is true. Democracy is the process by which people choose the man who'll get the blame. The secret to happiness is to face the fact that the world is horrible. We are faced with the paradoxical fact that education has become one of the chief obstacles to intelligence and freedom of thought. 3 passions, simple but overwhelmingly strong, have governed my life: the longing for love, the search for knowledge, and unbearable pity for the suffering of mankind. Collective fear stimulates herd instinct, and tends to produce ferocity toward those who are not regarded as members of the herd. Do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. The degree of one's emotions varies inversely with one's knowledge of the facts. Patriots always talk of dying for their country and never of killing for their country. Patriotism is the willingness to kill and be killed for trivial reasons. Extreme hopes are born from extreme misery. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. Of all forms of caution, caution in love is perhaps the most fatal to true happiness. Religion is something left over from the infancy of our intelligence. It will fade away as we adopt reason and science as our guidelines. Most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so. Advocates of capitalism are very apt to appeal to the sacred principles of liberty, which are embodied in one maxim: the fortunate must not be restrained in the exercise of tyranny over the unfortunate. I believe in using words, not fists. I believe in my outrage knowing people are living in boxes on the street. I believe in honesty. I believe in a good time. I believe in good food. I believe in sex. It is possible that mankind is on the threshold of a golden age, but, if so, it will be necessary first to slay the dragon that guards the door, and this dragon is religion. A life without adventure is likely to be unsatisfying, but a life in which adventure is allowed to take whatever form it will is sure to be short. To teach how to live without certainty and yet without being paralyzed by hesitation is perhaps the chief thing that philosophy, in our age, can do for those who study it. In all affairs it's a healthy thing now and then to hang a question mark on the things you have long taken for granted. There is much pleasure to be gained from useless knowledge. Those who forget good and evil and seek only to know the facts are more likely to achieve good than those who view the world through the distorting medium of their own desires.